Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.
Cops mistake 15-year girl holding a baby for a suspect, taser, assault, and arrest her. Two police officers were recently charged with assault. The two pleaded guilty and were severely punished for infractions many officers get away with daily. By Jack Burns, September 2, 2017. All too often, police officers, while hunting down a suspect, will find the closest person to them and attack or arrest them. All too often they are wrong. Fitting the description, we are told, is how the officers justify the wholesale assault and kidnapping of an innocent person. As the following story details, even children are not safe from these violent mistakes. If someone wants to know just how seriously Canadians take police accountability, the following story serves as an indicator. Two Ontario police officers were charged and found guilty of tasering two individuals in a case of mistaken identity. Constable Kenny Belanger, a 6-year veteran of the Ontario Provincial Police, who worked out of the Kapuskasing Detachment, pleaded guilty in the Ontario Court of Justice in Kapuskasing on Friday, to 2 counts of assault with a weapon. His co-accused, Acting Sergeant Daniel LaFontaine, a 9-year veteran of the UP who worked out of the South Porcupine Detachment, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of assault. Both Belanger and LaFontaine were arguably doing their jobs to track down a suspect, in her 20s, who had stabbed a woman earlier in the day. As they were going house to locate the assailant, they came across a young man and his 15-year-old girlfriend. Advertisement. It just so happens the young girl had the same name as the suspect in her 20s, but that was the only similarity. As officers do in the continental US, they entered the residence without a warrant, and snatched up the young girl. It didn't matter that she was too young to be the suspect, that she was holding an infant in her arms, or that both she and her boyfriend kept telling the police they had the wrong person. Read more. Disgusting racism. Cops film themselves harassing and humiliating black men. So disturbed was the boyfriend that he went upstairs to wake the girl's uncle, who began to describe the girl had a heart condition, a fact her boyfriend may not have known. As both the uncle and the boyfriend approach officers again dispelling any notion she was the suspect, and declaring the teen had a heart condition, things took a turn for the worse. Officer Belanger, without issuing the mandatory warning that he was deploying his taser, zapped the boyfriend. The teenage girl was also zapped, even though officers were warned of her heart condition. While she was laying on the ground, officers took her photo and sent it to the stabbing victim, who promptly informed officers she was not the woman who stabbed her. Belanger apologized to the teen but then informed her she'd be arrested for resisting arrest. Does this story sound familiar to our TFTP readers? The number is astronomical as to how many times US police deploy their tasers, often with deadly results. As a result of the officers' actions and being found guilty of assault in a court of law, the two Canadian officers were severely punished, even though it was only Belanger who deployed his taser. Belanger received a 2-year suspended sentence with 2 years of probation, and was ordered to complete 240 hours of community service. He is also prohibited from possessing a firearm for the next 5 years. LaFontaine received a 2-year suspended sentence with 2 years of probation, and was ordered to complete 180 hours of community service. It was demonstrated in their trial that both officers had lied on their police reports in an attempt to cover up their actions on that fateful day in May 2016. Belanger has to serve 6 weeks, at 40 hours a week, of community service, and LaFontaine must serve 4.5 weeks of community service for his role. Supposedly he knew his fellow officer was out of line and he did nothing. According to the Timmins Press. It was also revealed in court that neither of the officers conducted a criminal records check in regards to the identity of the woman they were intending to arrest prior to the arrest of the male and female victims. Also, neither of the officers asked the 15-year-old female for her identification, nor was she informed of her rights during the arrest. The court heard the officers who grabbed the teen did not have a warrant to enter the premises, nor had not been invited into the house. It was also noted in court that both officers had falsified details in their notes and incident reports in an attempt to mitigate any hint of wrongdoing on their part. We applaud the Canadian justice system for taking seriously the notion police officers should be held accountable for their unlawful actions. When police officers in the U.S. are accused of breaking the law and/or violating police department policy, all too often, police officers are investigated by their own fellow co-workers. Not surprisingly, the investigation concludes the officers did not violate the law or department policy and no disciplinary actions are taken. When officers are later sued in a court of law, it is the taxpayers, not the officers, who pay the settlement fees in civil rights litigation. Read more. Video shows cop choking EMT for advising against him tasering injured man. We can only hope for the day when officers in the U.S. are held accountable for their unlawful actions.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that, that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give. But there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.